Welcome, Hagerman community. This is your chairman, Brian Whitmarsh, and just wanted to give you a quick synopsis of what took place in last night's board meeting, the December 13th, 2021 board meeting. Started off, call to order. We established a quorum. We stood and recited the Pledge of Allegiance, and then approved the agenda. Went through and had a couple special reports. Mrs. Lossaball had her crew presented what they had done on a project on this a natural disaster, and they had done some pretty cool little video clips of presenting a live news show and talking about the earthquakes and talking about earthquakes that created tsunamis. It was just cool to see the kids getting engaged and working with the media. And I did remember one of the highlights for me was the idea of creating a device that would send out a sound wave that would neutralize a tsunami to make it, to basically take its strength away and keep it from being so deadly. So love the imagination, love the kids thinking about that. But that was a fun presentation, a couple of videos. Then we went on to the Employee of the Month. We had our classified Employee of the Month, Christina Belknap. Congratulations. Yay. And then we had certified Shani Zelinka was our certified Employee of the Month. So congratulations. Thanks for all that you do and your dedication to the kids. We greatly appreciate it. Went through the consent agenda. This is where we go through all the financials, ask all questions, get answers, go through meeting minutes, and just go through the whole packet of what we're reviewing. And after that, we went into public input. We did have one request for public input, and that was on the surveys, and we'll talk about that here just a little bit later. Then we went into administrative reports, and Dr. Jim Brown, first of all, congratulated all of the ARG students of the month. ARG stands for Attitude, Respect, Responsibility, Gratitude, and Honesty. So congratulations to these kids. Love highlighting kids doing and displaying these ARG characteristics. Then we went into some status of the health of the district and what's taking place. One highlight was the scoring. Month over month, we had 8 areas in the grade school that improved, 4 areas that did see decrease, and then 2 that stayed the same. So like to see more improving than not. And also talked about the 5-year plan meetings that are going out. So Dr. Jim Brown is going to go around and talk to the community and has a number of meetings scheduled. The first one is tonight at the Hagerman Booster Club at 7 p.m. It'll probably happen around 7:30 or so. But presenting and asking for feedback on the strategic 5-year plan for our district. Then, unfortunately, Jaron Wadsworth was not feeling well last night, so Dr. Easterday stood in for him and talked about our athletics programs and some other highlights. And one nice thing I remember was that we got a nice letter from another, I believe it was another coach or another community member in the Nevada area where the boys went down and played real hard in the tournament. I know, it was just a nice letter talking about how they appreciated our sportsmanship and the crew that we had down there. So congratulations to the basketball teams, both the girls and the men. Then we went into informational items. We talked about and kind of gave a summary. We all, a number of us, Brian Moore, myself, and Phil Gossi, as well as Dr. Jim Brown and Cathy, went to the Idaho School Board Association conference, and so we just provided some highlights of what we learned and things that we can apply to the district to help improve our district. Always improving, always getting better. That's the goal. Went in and reviewed our book selection process. It had been brought up in other meetings by Monty and other board members, just wanting to make sure we're staying on top of how different books and material get into the district and what is the process for the selection of that. And we reviewed those policies, and we have quite a few of them. There's about 5 or 6 of them to help prevent content that we don't want our kids exposed to from getting into the district. Then we had 4 action items. First one was just approving an out-of-state trip request, and we then spent a bunch of time on the staff survey. we haven't had staff surveys that have been reviewed and reported by the board in quite some time, and we're rectifying that by putting out and creating a staff survey that we are planning to release here next week. So it'll run December through the first week of January, and we want to get direct feedback from our staff as to how the district's doing, how the superintendent's doing, how the overall education process in our district is doing. So a number of questions there, and hope to get all the great feedback from the staff. Then we went into our policy review, reviewed a number of policies, and went through a second reading of our new board member workshop policy. After that, we went into executive session, came out of executive session, and we accepted the hire for Melissa Boyd, who is going to be our new special ed para, and then approved the hire of the 2 junior high boys coaches, and that is Josh Mavencap and Jesse Clausey. So thank you very much. Thanks for participating and getting involved, and then set our next meeting to be January 17th. So that's a quick summary. Hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you here hopefully come January 17th or before in one of these different sessions to talk about the 5-year strategic plan. So thank you very much. Have a good day.